You finally hopped on the productivity, self-improvement, discipline and consistency train. You're working hard, super hard every single day. Not leaving any energy in the tank. You're doing all the self-improvement habits. You're finally working on something. You're seeing the results. You're working out. You're doing every single thing. But there is one thing that you're slacking off in. One thing. And that thing is reading books. Now, don't get me wrong, reading books is really essential for your self help and self improvement journey and your productivity journey personally. So, what are you doing wrong? The thing that you're doing wrong is you're not productively reading. Yeah, you're getting information in by reading the book, but you're not installing it into your brain so when the time comes you can use that information. That is not productively reading, you're just reading. That's just reading. So in this video, I'm going to tell you how to read productively. But before we go over the process of reading productively, I want to tell you about something else. By clicking the top link in the description down below, you can join my community of productive chats and through my one-on-one coaching, my one-on-one private chat on WhatsApp, my video courses, my productivity templates, my productivity ebooks and so much more bonuses, you can become rich and successful through productivity. So if you want to become rich and successful, click the first link in the description down below. And if you want more productivity insights just like this in your inbox every single day, you can subscribe to my daily email newsletter by clicking the second link in the description down below. So, what is reading? So, productively reading is basically reading with the intention of instilling the information that you're learning into your mind. So, when the time comes, you can easily use it. Because that's one of the problems with normally reading. You're not instilling the information into your mind, you're not installing the information into your mind. So you can't use it when the time comes. But when you're productively reading, you can use the information that you just learned when the time comes and you can put it to good use. So there are basically 5 steps to productively reading and we're going to go over them one by one in in order and in good description. So, the first step of productively reading is setting a timer. Because once you set a timer, you will have an end goal by that this time I will finish reading this number of pages. So, why does this help you? Because when you're running out of time, your brain will be focused and concentrated on the work you're doing. All the energy that you have will be concentrated on reading. And once you're doing that, you can easily instill all the information that you're reading into your brain. So it's really beneficial for you to set a timer whenever you start reading. I personally set a 1 hour timer because I'm reading like really large books with like really small text and large pages, so it takes a lot of time. But suit yourself. You can set any amount of time, but you just have to read with intense focus and intense concentration during that time. So, the second thing that you can do to productively read is setting an end goal. Setting an end goal in life is super important because once you know what you have to achieve, it will become easier to achieve that goal. So, I'll tell you how. So, once you've set in a timer and you started to read, before you start to read, I want you to set an end goal that I have to complete this number of pages when I'm done reading, when the timer goes off. So, for example, I'm reading the 48 Laws of Power right now and I'm aiming for completing it in 2 weeks. So, what I'm basically doing is reading 31 pages of the book every single day. It takes a lot of time, but it's enjoyable as well. I'm learning a lot. So that's how you do it. You're gonna set a goal of pages, set a goal as a number of pages, and you're gonna achieve that in the amount of time you've set. When the timer goes off, you should have achieved that goal. So the third step to productively reading is using your finger as a tracker. How does this work? So basically, the science behind it is that when your brain sees something moving, when your eyes see something moving, they're more probable to follow that. The probability increases for it to follow that. And once your finger is gliding over the letters in the book, your brain will be forced to read all the letters as fast as your finger is moving. It's like hardcore science, but you will understand the benefits of it once you put it into practice. So, how do you do this? Whenever you start to read a book, you will have to use your finger or just use a pen as a tracker. And as fast as you go, your brain will start reading as quickly. Now, nothing will happen to your interpretation of the knowledge. Nothing will happen by reading quickly. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. You will not lose any power over how much information you're getting in. You'll just save more time. So it's a really good technique using your finger to read quickly and get more information into your brain as much as possible and as fast as possible. So definitely use your finger whenever you're reading from now on. The fourth step to reading productively is underline important points. So from now on, whenever you're reading, I want you to take a pen and keep it with you. Keep it right beside you. Keep it in the middle and the spine of the book. So whenever you see something that is important, you can underline it. So when you come back to the book, whenever you open it randomly, you can know that if I read these points, I will understand what the book is trying to say. So it's really helpful, especially when you want to just skim over the information when you randomly open a book that you've read. And underlining important points also makes you more focused towards reading. Because again, when you do a certain action whenever you're reading, your brain will be more focused towards reading. So definitely try this out. Underline the important points whenever you're reading from now on. It's going to change your life, I'm telling you. The fifth and final technique that you can use to read productively is once you're done reading the book, once you're done with your end goal, once the timer is off, once you're done with reading the book, close the book and ask okay now and ask yourself, what did I read? What did I learn from this? Ask yourself these questions and your brain will be forced to summarize what it read. And then it will be more beneficial for you to read every single day. So those were the 5 simple techniques that you can implement every single day to read productively and become that disciplined and consistent guy. Click the first link in the description down below to join my community of productive chats and become rich and successful through productivity. Click the second link in the description down below to subscribe to my daily email newsletter to get productivity insights just like this in your inbox every single day. Thank you for watching and remember, action over words.